So I have some mappings here, and they basically do the same thing. I just change the arguments sometimes here. For example, here I have pH. Well, the pH doesn't change for some reason, but I change the FZF exact. Here it's home. Here it's B, and this I actually generated from this, where I used like awk to generate that. You shouldn't do this, by the way. You should just learn some Vim script to make a function to like not that one. What was it? Should make this into a function, and you know, I didn't do this for no reason. I've tried making a function which didn't work, but let's make it a function, right? F, it's gonna take an argument, and let's say we're just going to execute the argument like it's a shell script or something, or a command. And if we source this and we call it, and you call functions with call and in the function and in the argument. So let's say echo, it's not gonna work. The arg, well, if you can see, the arg is not expanded to echo. So, and even if you do this, which A stands for arg, I know there are different types of variables, and apparently that's how you refer to it. But if we resource that and still call it, it didn't work again. The arg is not detected, or like it's not expanded to echo, or you know what we are passing as the argument. So what I found to work is that you need to use execute, and then you will pass a string to execute. And so here we can do that, and to concatenate a string to another string, or like a variable to a string, because apparently there are no data types in Vim script. I think it's like auto. So like what you can do is this, and then this will just concatenate arg, which is the argument we're passing, to this, and then the new string will be passed to this, right? And then it will execute this thing. But this still wouldn't work if we, yeah, it still wouldn't work. We actually need a, because a arg, I don't know. Don't ask me about this. I'm not. Yeah, I know. But now it actually works. So if you want to execute a shell command, or actually if you want to repeat some shell command where you only need to change the arg, you can make a function, and instead of, you know, again, instead of doing like this, just pass it to execute and then construct a new string, and it will work. And I don't know why, but it works. So, and actually, since we already know that, if we have something like, if we're using the same strings, we can just instead store it in a variable, and let is just a way you declare variables. I guess it's a generic type variable. So here I have my GCC flags, which I'm going to use for C and C++ files. And since I'm using GCC or G++, they use the same flags, so I don't have different flags for them. I kind of just want the same flags. So instead of, you know, writing or rewriting the same string, you can reuse them by storing this in a separate variable and then reusing it and concatenating it to the thing here.